Hello and welcome to Lewiston. A very nice, beautiful town on Niagara Frontier with amazing history. Yeah, I just passed. I'm gonna go around. There's a monument dedicated to Tuscarora natives who attacked the British just to save the local civilian population. Here's the monument. America's Flame. This monument honors veterans, locals who fought in foreign wars. When the British came across Niagara River in December 1813, took over Fort Niagara and moved up Niagara River. And basically Lewiston was undefended. The British and the natives who were fighting on the British side got to alcohol stashed by the locals and started fighting with them. Tuscarora natives who lived in the area, they saw what's happening and decided to attack. And it wasn't an attack to take over the area. They attacked being outnumbered 30-1. They attacked in wide formation just to come in and save the civilians. That was their only objective. This here is Presbyterian Church in Lewiston. The pastor from this church, Josiah Tryon, was involved in Underground Railroad. Lewiston, being on Niagara River, was the final station of one of the final stations of the Underground Railroad. Runaway slaves would get on boats and be ferried across to Canada to safety. And believe it or not, the whole slavery issue in the British Empire has Lewiston, New York, involved in it. This is Frontier House, built in 1824. And it had 15 fireplaces. It was a hotel at one time. At another, it was a Masonic Lodge temple. It is said that the Frontier House is haunted. William Morgan, a Mason who wrote a book about the Masons, was allegedly kidnapped by the Masons and nobody knew whatever happened to him. He's alleged to be killed, And the legend has it that he was held in the basement of this frontier house here. He lived in Batavia, New York, not too far away from here. And nobody ever found him. He's being mentioned in Secret Society's podcast from 10th of September 2020. His disappearance prompted to formation of third political party in the States. When Americans won the revolution and the loyalists moved to what today is Canada, Upper Canada, Ontario had about 500-700 slaves who came with the loyalists. And there was a rumor that the British government, will free all the slaves, and slave owners were afraid that they're going to lose their investment. In March of 1793, one of the loyalists who brought his slaves to Canada decided to sell Chloe Cooley, and she was beaten, bound, and thrown into a boat and taken across to New York State. In Canada, the scandal caused Governor Simcoe to bring forth Anti-Slavery Act, which didn't end slavery. It just meant that slaves cannot be brought, sold, bought in Canada. Slaves born after 1793 had to be freed by the time they turned 25. Silo restaurant. Yeah, this brought in changes, and the question of slavery entered the British opinion, and slavery ended. Right there, where the escarpment begins, that's the original Niagara Falls. Every year it's eroding. And imagine, before the Erie Canal was constructed, and before Welland Canal was constructed on the Canadian side, this was busy with ships coming in and going, and with portage activity. When this area was part of New France, part of the French Empire, the French have hired the natives, the native Seneca, to the portage, and portage goods are being brought in by boats to Fort Schlosser, and then they're loaded onto carts or carried by porters down to Lewiston here, loaded on ships, and they're taken across the ocean. When the British took the area in 1759, they decided to take over the portage business, rendering about 200-300 Seneca natives unemployed. Seneca didn't like it, and the British have built a cabled railway here that would carry goods in wagons like of the escarpment. The natives attacked the British. Some call it Devil's Hole Massacre or the Battle of Devil's Hole. September 14, 1763. The natives attacked somewhere there, I'm not sure. The natives attacked the cable railroad toppling a car, killing 81 British soldiers and 21 British boarders. It's a beautiful town. If I can take some footage from the bridge, I will. And this is the International Bridge. Park below, and well, Niagara River, obviously. Canada on the left, United States on the right, and look at the incline that had to be climbed by reporters carrying goods back and forth.